Hello YouTube, I'm Chris and this is my first ever upload to YouTube. So obviously, assuming that I'm some vastly amazing YouTuber at some point in the future, well, this is how I started. Okay, I'm in Shibuya, in Tokyo, Japan, and I'm on a quest to discover myself, to engineer my consciousness, to grow, to evolve, and it's going pretty damn well. For the past few years, I've had a dream of moving to Japan and living here, and that is yet to happen, but I've made sure to visit as much as possible to keep the sort of concepts and ideas that I've been fostering for the past 3 years in my head, and to keep the dream alive, basically. And it's not going too badly. I mean, I've manifested some pretty crazy shit over the past few days. Oh yeah, I swear. And I'm really starting to see that the law of attraction, magic, chaos magic, and consciousness all seem to interact, seem to blend together to really shape reality. And to quote Buddha, what you think, you shall become. Or to say, Hermes Trismegistus, as above, so below, as below, so above, all is one. It really is. I mean, I've read so much stuff like The Secret and various different books on law of attraction, and they say things like, you know, you are the universe. What you see in your head, what you think, is the universe in itself. That basically we're living in a dream, and that we have the power to have lucid dreams, or being awake lucidly. It seems to have happened. I mean, I never would have believed the things that have happened. I've met famous people, famous in Japan anyway. I keep seeing 11:11, 14:14, 12:21, 12:12, 06:06, 08:08. I mean, all signs that there is some sort of connectivity, synchronicity within the universe. I mean, it's not just a matter of seeing numbers, it's a matter of seeing them consistently, every day. That is weird in itself, but I've been seeing them for years. And I don't know if it's the universe saying, hey Chris, it's true, or if it's just sort of picking things out. Oh, I see this, and I see it all the time because I'm only paying attention when I see them. But even that itself is amazing. Selective vision, maybe, something like that. Anyway, I've been reading this really strange book by a guy named, I'll find out in a second, Steve D. Talking about Gnostics progress, magic and the path of awakening. And an interesting thing caught my attention today as I was reading it. Give me a second. Yeah, obviously first video, so. Okay, I think it's this that interested me. It's a matter of finding your place within the universe, realizing just how small you are. And in a way, I think it's really important to realize how small you are, because, let me just say, as a fledgling meditator of 12 years of age, I panned back in my mind's eye to take in my room, my street, and my country, until I felt as though I was looking down on a distant blue ball suspended in the dark vastness of space. And to jump ahead a bit, I was left awestruck at the scale of the universe, both in terms of its expanding dimensions and the relative brevity of human evolution when mapped against known time. And a little bit further, I find myself unable to find lasting meaning in any prevailing metaphysical position be it a theistic one or that of the strict rationalist. As I gaze out at the night sky, what this basically means is there's no human way of describing the universe in limited terms because it's so vast. It's like saying that the big daddy in the sky, God, made everything, and therefore it's explained, because humanity has such limited conception compared to the vastness of reality. How is that? How is it possible? How could we, on our little planet called Earth, with a universe that's 13.8 billion light years across, currently that's the figure anyway, how could we honestly have a metaphysical or religious position that could explain that? It's impossible. And this is the thing. When you are experiencing synchronicities, when you're living your dream, how did that happen? I mean, how did that vision become reality? Science would say coincidence. Religion would say it was God. But what was it really? And this is the beauty of magic, because it's describing a way of influencing reality, a way of configuring the universe to meet your dreams, your goals. And in those terms of chaos magic, of the law of attraction and visualization, of meditation, of writing it down, all these things help. And our little section of reality to make it become real. Now, if it was God, why would God care? Why would the creator of a universe that is infinitesimally large care if you got your sports car? Why would God care if you live in Japan or Thailand or America? Why would he care? And in the metaphysical terms, they tend to avoid God, but even their descriptions and philosophical jaunts are going to be not complete. They're going to be unable to fit that in. And so basically, my idea for this is to just ignore it. Don't worry about it. Who cares? If it works, it works. If you go on to Brett Moran's training group, which I'm on, if you go to Jack Canfield or Bob Proctor or Vishen Lakhani at Mind Valley, it doesn't matter. If you read The Secret, it doesn't matter. Just do what it says. I mean, The Secret, probably not, because it's like 5 books and barely describes anything except making you feel good. Oh, I can do this. How? You're better off watching a few YouTube videos. They'll tell you how to do it. But basically, it's as simple as relaxing and making a vision in your mind, putting emotion into it. Love, hate, fear, whatever. Emotion is emotion. And that will attract, the law of attraction, whatever you want. The universe is, as far as metaphysics describes, mind. It is made up of mind. I think, therefore I am. It's not just a quote from Shakespeare, it's Hermetics. You know, it's this. Here we go. Oh, I just went past it. Nous, mind, brings forth all concepts. Good ones, when it receives the seed from God. That would be source, not God, as in that concept. And the opposite, when it receives them from one of the demons. So what it's basically saying, 2 seconds. There being no part of the cosmos that is free from demons. As the demon receives its illumination from God, it steals in and sows the seed of his own workings, and mind brings to birth what has been sown. So what it's basically saying, and actually I'll continue because it's important. Adultery, murder, violence to one's father, sacrilege, ungodliness, strangling, suicide from a cliff, and all such other demonic actions. Now what that little section is saying, mind brings forth all concepts. What it's saying is everything is mind. Now think about that. Everything is mind. You can attract good and you can attract bad, or to go even further, you can create good and you can create bad from here. If you think about it, this Kindle was created by a mind. This text was created by a mind. This little Japanese handy phone was created by a mind. Nature was created by the mind of God. These walls were conceived in someone's mind before they were built. Your life will inevitably follow what's in here. Another way of looking at it is, before you do anything, you think about it. Before you experience anything, it's first conceived here and created out there. You are the product of your thoughts. You are the extension of the mind. So to attract or to create anything, you need to think about it first. Another way of putting it is you have to believe it. So if you want to become a race car driver, you need to think about being a race car driver. You need to believe that you can be, and ultimately you are that driver. You have to think about driving the car. You have to practice driving the car until eventually you become a race car driver. You want that money, then you have to create the ability to have that money. So you can be on benefits, and you can be sitting there and you can be going, I want £10,000. You can imagine it, you can meditate, visualize it, and do nothing else, and you won't get it. Mind plus action, and it can be simple. You just need to create a little gate, a little gateway for that money to come through. So the mind is creating it. The gate is letting the postman bring it to you, in a way. So yeah, this is my first ever post. It must be atrocious, but it's a start. Basically, I just wanted to give you a few strange thoughts of mine and get it out there. Anything is possible. Everything that will ever happen to the human race, anything that will ever be seen or done by us, will first happen here. This is Chris saying thank you. Bye bye.